The history of India begins with the birth of the Indus Valley civilization, and it is also known as Harappan civilization. In 1920s, the Archaeological Department of India carried out excavations in the Indus Valley where in the ruins of two older cities, that is Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, were unearthed. The Indus Valley civilization flourished around 2500 BC in western part of South Asia, in contemporary Pakistan and western India. The Indus Valley was the largest of other four ancient urban civilizations of Egypt, Mesopotamia, India and China. The Indus Valley civilization, also known as Harappan civilization, since Harappa was the first site to be identified in this civilization, and it is situated on the bank of the river Ravi at Montgomery district in Pakistan. The early Harappan phase is related to the Hakra phase identified in the Hakra river valley. The Aram Saini excavated Harappa in 1921. The evidence of coffin burial was found in Harappa. The earliest example of the Indus script date back to 3000 BC. 2600 BC, the Indus Valley civilization had entered into a mature stage. The early Harappan communities were turning into large urban centers like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in Pakistan, Rohtal in India. The Harappan culture was distinguished by its system of town planning, and Harappa, Mohenjo-daro each had its own citadel or acropolis, which was possibly occupied by members of ruling class. And below the citadel, in each city lay a lower town containing brick houses, which were inhabited by the common people. Granary's measurement scale has been discovered from Harappa, and a copper bullock cart was discovered from Harappa. The Harappan villages, mostly situated near the food plains, produced sufficient food grains. The Indus people were the earliest people to produce cotton. Town planning and urbanization are the most important features of Indus Valley civilization, and also have impressive and well-planned underground drainage system. Barter system prevailed in Indus Valley civilization. No temples has been found at any Harappan site. Therefore, the possibility of priests ruling Harappa can be eliminated. The Harappans therefore looked upon the earth as fertility goddess and worshipped here in the same manner as the Egyptian worshipped the Nile goddess Isis. The male deity is represented on a seal with three horned heads, represented in the sitting posture of a yogi. The Indus Valley civilization was one of the three ancient East societies that are considered to be the cradle of civilization of the old world of man, and are among the most widespread are the two ancient East societies are Mesopotamia and Pharaonic Egypt. The lifespan of Indus Valley civilization often separated into three phases. The first one is early Harappan phase. It is from 3300 to 2600 BC, and mature Harappan phase is from 2600 to 1900 BC, and the late Harappan phase is from 1900 to 1300 BC. At its peak, the Indus Valley civilization may had a population of over 5 million people. It is considered a Bronze Age society, and inhabitants of the ancient Indus River Valley developed a new technique in metallurgy, the science of working with copper, bronze, lead and tin. The Indus Valley civilization contained more than 1,000 cities and settlements. These cities contain well-organized wastewater drainage system and possibly even public tanneries and baths. Although there were large walled citadels, there is no evidence of monuments, palaces or temples. The uniformity of Harappan artifacts suggests some form of authority and governance to regulate seals, weights and bricks. Harappa was a fortified city in modern-day Pakistan that is believed to have been home to as many as 23,500 residents living in sculpted house with a flat roof made of red sand and clay. The city spread over 150 hectares and had fortified administrative and religious centers of same times used in Mohenjo-daro. The modern village of Harappa, used as railway station during the Raj, is 6 kilometers from the ancient city site. which suffered heavy damage during the British period of rule. During the mature Harappan phase, also known as the integration era, the earliest Indus phase occupation at Harappa is called a Ravi aspect, when people first lived at least as early in 3800 BC. At its beginning, Harappa was a small settlement with a collection of workshops. Some evidence suggests that the people from older Ravi phase site in the adjacent hill were the migrants who first settled in Harappa. Harappa is the name of the ruins of an immense capital city of Indus civilization and are of the best known cities in Pakistan, located in the bank of the Ravi River in central Punjab provinces. Harappans demonstrated advanced architecture with dockyards, granary, warehouses, brick platform and protective walls. The ancient Indus system of sewerage and drainage developed and used in cities throughout the region were far more advanced from any found in contemporary urban cities in Middle East and even more efficient than those many areas of Pakistan and India.